What's up, Aries? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. Your May reading. Let's see what's going down with you guys. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is going to be a general reading. Whatever comes up, and it's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries signs. Okay, and also keep in mind, I do post daily energies every day on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. So if you guys just want to check out what's going on in your day, what you can expect from that day, then you can always check that out. All right, so let's see what's going on with you guys. What is going on with the sign of Aries? All right. All right, so we have your past, present, and future. Okay. So the energy that you guys have here is the Knight of Coins. So with the Knight of Coins, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy that's very prevalent in your life right now. It could also be something that you're dealing with financially. Maybe you're building something financially or going towards something financially. This could also be maybe you being focused on aside from being focused on something financial, being in a place where you really just want to make sure that you're stabilizing yourself, that you're solid in regards to finances, that you have everything that you need at home. Okay. Behind that, we do have the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands in the reverse, Temperance card as well. So it shows that there's going to be some sort of victory that comes in for you guys where you're not having to fight for this. You're not having to get into anything petty to have this victory. And your soul is really at ease. So let's see what's up, y'all. Let me just close this cabinet. It's bothering me. All right. So the first card that you guys have for the past is the Fountain card in the reverse. So this deck is called the Fountain Tarot. So that's why it does have the Fountain card. Now, in the reversal, it's going to show that maybe you're in denial about something. Maybe you don't have all the information available when it comes to something. So let's see why this is showing up. Think of it as like the fountain of knowledge. So with that being in the reverse, what are you not seeing? What could you be trying to ignore? You have the King of Coins. So again, if this isn't in regards to money, then it's going to be in regards to maybe a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And you have the Hierophant in the reverse. So here, there's something that's unconventional, okay? There's something where someone involved here doesn't have all the facts. And again, if you're not dealing with that, with that person who can be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, then it could just be something financial. Okay, so let's see how this is continuing. We have the Eight of Swords, which makes sense as your next card. So not only is there someone who's unaware of everything that's happening, but there's also this energy of, having a blindfold on, feeling stuck, not being able to move on from something mentally. Maybe feeling like a situation is worse than what it actually is, setting yourself up in this mental prison. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Just get one more card here. And the Magician in the reverse. So feeling stuck on something, knowing that you can't move on with a situation. There could be a lot of manipulation here. There could be a sense of just knowing you have to let go, but not being able to fully let go, feeling like you're mentally still stuck on something. And you have the Knight of Cups. So this could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Or just somebody that wants to be good within themselves, within their emotions, just be very transparent about how they feel. But this is someone who's going to be very lovable, someone who can easily just be very, very cherished. And the Two of Wands in the reverse. So all of this is just looking at a path that I don't want to say is a lost path, but a path that may not necessarily be the best for you guys, that you are having to just deal with something, trying to find a way out of something and feeling like it just has too much adversity, having to let go of it. Okay, so whatever this was, guys, I feel like it was a tough situation that you had to move away from. With everything that I see in regards to your personal energy, I just see you guys wanting to sidestep anything that's going to be very tumultuous, not wanting to be involved in, heavier, big problems. So that could be a huge reason why you seem to be walking away. And that's kind of the theme that Aries has had. I know that there's times where more signs could be problematic. I'm not saying your sign, but just other signs in general, where we might want to be confrontational. We might want to be problematic. But the theme that I've really been seeing with Aries is that you guys guys are truly in a place where you don't want the drama. You really, really don't. You know, you guys will handle it if you're kind of forced against the wall, but I just don't see that as something that you guys are going to wake up and say, you know what? I really want to fuck shit up today. I really haven't been feeling that energy coming from Aries. So there's something here that you're just trying to work on. You're trying to be strong. But someone here is upset about a situation, something that they have to fall away from in the past. So maybe that's you, maybe that's the person that you're dealing with. But it's clear that you guys just don't want any sort of heavy problems, because when it gets to the point with the Page of Swords in the reverse that people are speaking to each other in a harsh way, it's like you don't want to be part of that. You don't want to be there for that. Okay, in your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So this is when you see the reality of something. If there's any illusion, if there's any smoke screens, if there's like anything that just didn't make sense right off bat, then you're seeing that for what it is. Everything's being put on the table. Okay, and someone's upset about that. Now you have the Ace of Coins. So with the Ace of Coins, because you're able to see something for what it is, you start something new that is very promising, something that could really last long term for you, where there could be a lot of money coming in. It could be a sense of abundance that you feel just within yourself. So despite whether you're upset or someone else is upset about this, by letting go of whatever this was, it puts you in a much better place. The center of your reading, guys, is the Four of Coins. All right, so this is what every card taps into. So if this is not you really being tight with money in the sense that you want to save it, or just overspending, or now the pocket's just a little, you know, not heavy at all, just a little loose. This is a sense of just really needing to protect something, to guard something. Let's see why this is here. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Two of Swords. So again, somebody just feeling protective over themselves, but there's a lot of reckless energy around you. It's like you guys are trying to escape something and not be in the problems of it, but it seems to keep following you. But you guys are still very adamant about the fact that you don't want it, okay? Or that it's not good for it to be in your life. It's just too much, you know, too much issues. I actually made a post about this today, guys, on Instagram, where, you know, I don't know what it is that you're dealing with, but just right now, energetically speaking, yes, we are going, not energetically, but astrologically speaking, rather, with this Pluto retrograde. It's hitting everyone differently, but it's definitely affecting everyone, where a lot of you are going to feel that there's a lot of things in your life that you are purging, that you have to clean out. Those whack-ass friends that you know weren't good friends, they gotta go. People in your life that weren't down with your vision, they gotta go. Lovers who couldn't get their shit together, they gotta go. Family members who weren't believing in you, they gotta go. All this bullshit gotta go. It doesn't matter who it's coming from, but the bullshit has to go. So right now there's a purge. But on the other aspect of it, the universe is actually doing this to put you guys in a space where things are just naturally coming to you. And that's the shift that everyone's making. Well, we're not fighting, screaming, yelling, chasing, and looking pathetic to keep something in our life that's not meant to be there. So people can take it as a hard thing when the purging starts, but it's all to put you kind of on a path that's effortless for you. Okay, so if you really feel a lot of resistance with something right now, or if you really feel that something's just, it's just, as much as you try, it's like you can't just have it and be in peace with it, then it's gonna have to go. So you can have as much back and forth as you want, but ultimately this is, you know, the undeniable end. All right, the things that are meant to be in your life are the things that are effortless, the things that just flow right now, guys. All right, you have the Chariot. So this is about moving forward very quickly, taking control, being in the driver's seat. So you let go of the bullshit, and what happens? You take off. All right, this is not a time for resistance. This is the time to find the path of least resistance. Okay, Eight of Cups in the reverse. Now, while this is happening, there may be someone from the past that is trying to revisit your life. Maybe you're trying to revisit their lives. With the Four of Cups here, that's not something you want to accept, especially if that's where the bullshit was coming from, okay? So it doesn't matter, again, whether this is a friend, lover, family member, it doesn't matter. If this is what caused you problems, it has no room for you in your life, okay? So here you are with the Ace of Swords here, behind the Four of Cups, where there's going to be a new beginning that you're going into, but the main part of the Ace of Swords is that you have to cut out bullshit from the past that just wasn't working, okay? Now moving forward into the future, you have the Page of Coins. So this could be an idea that someone's building on. It could be a sense of communication that someone has with you, possibly from Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but something that you're building on, something that you're in the, you know, discussion stages of it. And you have the Six of Cups here. Let's pull one more card. and the Temperance card. Okay, so I see a lot of offers coming in for you, but at the same time, whether it's you or someone close to you, someone is feeling burdened by the change that's happening. Now, with the change that's happening, it's happening because there was someone that you couldn't see eye to eye with, or there's just something where you were losing money, or just you didn't feel respected, you didn't feel acknowledged. So with you letting go of whatever that is, your soul is like, oh, thank God. Okay, think of this as a card for the soul. If it's in the reverse, your soul is like, what the hell is this? Can we not do this right now? Here, your soul is saying, thank you for letting this go, because now not only do we have control, but now, you know, we can actually work on what's important. We can work as, you know, on establishing ourselves and stabilizing ourselves and really just, you know, making something out of ourselves. And it's like you really have offers and new ideas and new things coming in with letting this go. And that's also another thing you guys have to keep in mind. When you move away from a job or from a person or whatever it is, keep in mind what happens in your life after that. Okay, I have been in shitty situations with people in the past, and it's just like, you know, I'm the type of person that when I did used to work for people, it didn't matter what job I applied for. I knew that if I got an interview, I got the job. I have never been rejected from any sort of job, any sort of like dance group. It's just like, if I put my name, my faith on it, I'm just like, no, I'm gonna get it. So there's been people where it's just like, you know, while I'm with them, I'm just used to being able to get everything I want. But with that person, I wasn't able to get anything. Okay, there's people I've been with for like a year. It was just like stagnation of like not being able to have things happen. And it's like the moment I left that behind, that's when all the opportunities opened up again. So that's what I'm telling you guys to really notice. If you let go of a person, keep in mind the type of things that are happening in your life after you let them go. Do you feel freer? Do you have more opportunities coming in? Are people more willing to work with you? Okay, we think that people don't really have the power to affect us in that way. But think of a person, or you know, a toxic situation. Think of it as a shot of poison. Yeah, it might have just been put in your arm, but that shit's gonna spread throughout your body. So just with, you know, love or anything like that that's not meant to be in your life, it's not just gonna affect that one, you know, part of life. You can't compartmentalize love. If it's a shitty situation, it's going to affect your productivity. It's going to affect how you wake up and feel in the morning. It's going to affect how you talk to people, especially if you're like a salesperson or something. You'll probably notice that your sales will probably go down, things like that. It's just bad energies create more bad energy. So you have to, you know, keep that in mind. And is this bad energy worth me not doing as well as I'm meant to be doing in this world? And no, it's not. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse coming up. So let's see why this is here. This is when things like take an unexpected turn. You know, you expect it to go right, now you're going left. We have the Five of Cups and the Three of Wands in the reverse. So honestly, it's you really just choosing to end something, to walk away from it, to close out a chapter. And whether it's you or someone else, you know, someone's just sad about it. But this is coming because someone, you know, they're looking at what they've lost as opposed to what they still have going for them. When you guys have the World card, yes, it talks about a chapter ending, but it also talks about a magnificent one coming in. So you guys are opening up a portal for so many blessings to pour in. So I don't want you to be focused on these 3 cups over here that spilled when you have these 2 behind you right here that they still have, you know, they're still filled to the top. All right. You have the Hermit card, so there's going to be a sense of you guys having to withdraw from things that just weren't serving your greater good. You have the Justice card, so a lot of you could have been dealing, you know, with the karmic situation where now the scales are balancing to the way that they need to be. All right, and you have the King of Wands. So with the King of Wands, if this isn't a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, that's, you know, coming in at this point, then it could just be you guys. I know you guys are Aries, so it could be another one, but this could really just be you guys taking shit over, really being in your power. Okay, so it's like you let this go, but with letting it go, you gain control. You really take off with things. You have all these opportunities coming in right here. You have new beginnings. Okay, you have yourself feeling very empowered. So this is what I want you guys to focus on. I don't want you to focus on what needs to be let go of, especially if it was holding you back in life. Okay, so let's see what the advice is for you guys. But whatever it is that's stirring the pot for you guys right now, I don't think it's worth losing the opportunities that the world is trying to bring in for you right now. Let's get 3 cards of advice for you guys, and then I'll pull you guys an oracle card. Queen of Coins in the reverse. Okay. Alright, we have the 6 of Coins in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. The energy that you guys have here is the 4 of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Wands in the Lover's card. If there's a situation here, guys, that is causing you fighting, arguing, pettiness, bullshit, a sense of competition, all of that, you need to move past it, especially if it's within love, okay? With the Emperor showing up here, Emperor represents Aries and Virgo. Now, think of an emperor of, of a place. With you being the leader of something, you can't always necessarily make the choice that would benefit you directly the most. You need to make a choice that's for the greater good of everyone. So you have to really think in a logical sense of what's truly going to make the world a better place right now, and how can I make sure that that happens. So right now, you guys are going to want to use your wisdom from the past, the experiences that you've been through in the past, and you really want to make an educated decision on what's going to be good. This is not a time to think with the heart. Although you do want to involve it to a certain extent, you really want to think logically. What's best here? Okay, you don't want your emotions sending you down a path that you're going to regret. Okay. The situation that you guys are choosing to move away from, especially with the Queen of Coins in the reverse, whether this is you, rather, or another person, this, to me, is the most difficult queen to get into her reversal, because she's the one who is, for the most part, the more quiet one, the more humble one, the one who is very, very patient. So she's able to endure a lot more bullshit. Okay, so when I see this card in the reverse, it doesn't matter who the energy is coming from. I know that there's a situation where someone went above and beyond, and they expected a certain, a certain exchange of energy to come in, but in a positive way, but they did not get that. Okay, so this is someone who's really, really been pushed, and I don't want to say abused, but someone who's just been very overlooked and not getting what they want. Or maybe it's someone that was losing money for whatever reason. But with you guys letting go of wherever that imbalance is coming from, you have this very emotionally fulfilling new beginning that comes in. So it's an exchange, guys. So the universe is literally telling you can stay stressing the situation and kind of lose everything that you have coming, or you can get out of this, be stress-free, and have blessings pour in. What choice do you want to make, okay? It's a no-brainer, guys. So the deck I just used, guys, was the Fountain Tarot, and the oracle cards I'm about to use is Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer. So let's see what pops up for you. Guys, this is exactly what I wrote about today. So you guys got the card Passion in the reverse, and you got Waterfall Effortless as the energy. Exactly what I just said. There is so much that you're meant to do in life, but there's something that's either turning your passion off completely or just derailing you from the things that you're truly passionate about. Okay, effortless, guys, effortless. Man, it's just so funny how the world works. But guys, if you have to fight, if you have to scream, if you have to argue, if you have to do anything of that sort, it is not for you. If someone's stressing you the fuck out, block them. If someone's not acting right, leave them. If there's a job where a boss is being an asshole, leave. There's so many jobs in this world. So whatever it is that's stressing you out, it's not necessary. It's just not. Okay, I know that there's going to be certain things in life that we can't control. Let's say, for example, you're not in a position where you can move on your own. You live with your parents or something. Okay, you're going to have to bite the bullet. You're going to have to take the L, and you're going to have to just do the best that you can to not get into anything crazy while you save up to get to a better place. But if you're in a place where you're stressing over people that you choose to break bread with, like you choose to break bread with, it's like I called you and I told you to come here and I told you to sit in front of me and have this meal, and you're stressing me the fuck out, then let that be the last meal you make. All right, so that's just the attitude that y'all have to have right now. There's a blockage right now. You're not fully seeing life in the way that you want to, in the way that would excite you, in the way that just makes you feel good. All right. So let's reverse this by making sure that we're going about life in an effortless way. That, guys, it cuts me off sometimes. But yeah, you need to get to a place where this is what you're dealing with. All right. If it's difficult, it's not meant to be there. All right. And this is just right now, astrologically, with what's happening in this world. It's not always like that. Of course, there's going to be things in life that we have to fight for, that we have to work hard for. Not everything is just going to fall into our lap and, you know, be handed to us on a silver platter. But right now, it is. Okay, what's meant for you will be handed to you on a silver platter. So again, guys, if it's causing you this much shit, if you're losing sleep at night, if you're all anxious about it, then get rid of it, because nothing should make your energy like that. Okay, so guys, like I said, you can take a look at my Instagram for the daily energies, High Vibrations 44. And for anybody who would like a personal reading, you can order either a 30-minute reading or a question reading on my website, highvibrationswithliz.com. But I love y'all. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, the donations, everything you guys do to help me keep this channel running. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, Aries.